absolutely amazing take in the center on this first game. Led to Hand of Blood staying in that point and absolutely dominating with the super point there. Guys, 2 matches down on Sky Station Showdown, 1 more to go. We'll see where Monster lands at the end of this, because I will maybe join you on that bandwagon. Guys, take it back.
I mean, that's starting to get a little awful crowded, man. Real quick, you guys hopping on those bandwagons. But as you said, there is 1 more regular Sky Station Showdown match in this set. We will see it again later in the remix version during the Golden Games. And it's been so fun to watch the difference in players, who's able to be very strong with the Infinity Blade, how the pinches end up coming, and now in this 3rd match, it's only going to get better for these guys.
Yeah, definitely want to see some more of that kind of team work happening here, and why not just hop right into a game right now, right? Let's go see some more action here, because this last game of the set is loading in right now.
Yes, and this will be the final match of this set. Set 1 after this, a Silver Llama will be awarded, and we are in the match. It's Sky Station Showdown. Set 1 about to be over, and here we go.
All right. Gotta
Hola,
love
Min.
those players just kind of beelining out. And don't forget, you know exactly who your neighbors are. You know who is to your left and to your right, because you can see the banners and the designs on their screens. Nice look at our captains right there.
And right away, you can see a number of teams find.
Together as a team so far. Tomoya is off to the races here, though, sent to run away. Because they can really shake it up here. It can go any which way depending on who has the most victories really in the best placement.
Yeah, so currently you will see the fact that they're able to be pushed off right there. Llama Record go putting shots down. This one you don't want to keep up with the hunting rifles will be coming out in the shot. Yes, this is Carnifex right there. They trades back down. Ninja firing it off, but gets pushed out by Raven's Revenge right there.
Yeah, Carnifex having a tough time kind of listening in there. Carnifex was sniped from the side. Now we have Taldak here jumping right in from the Little Whip Warriors. He's going toe-to-toe. Otaga's down and out.
So, if I'm the Llama Record Company, and I know I've won a match, and then I did okay in the last one, so they were there, they're close. Funky Fighters win in 2nd place. Do you send somebody to just hard deny the Funky Fighters the entire time? You don't get the Silver Llama if you don't, right? If the Funky Fighters finish above you, they're going to be finished off. Do you think they can spare somebody to do that, though? Because it's better off to deny them than it is to push up the top.
Yeah, but the problem is then, the Little Whip Warriors have been so consistent, you literally allowed them to snipe the competition because you over-focus. So I think the play here is play your game, and if anything, stay away from them. Let the rest of the server do that, you know, gritty work for you and dominate the other side. Take that victory.
There you go. I like to hear it, Monster. That's fantastic analysis. That's why we keep you around. The breakdown and making sure you challenge the initial opinion there as the Ravens Revenge are able to get on the top and in a fantastic spot of control right now, building up to a 40-point lead.
Yeah, even like the Otaga's team is still in this. They've been doing like relatively well so far. Here it is. He just kind of goes toe-to-toe, and Ninja strikes him right down. Oh, but hey, his team comes on in. Ravens Revenge. Who is that? Magma comes right up to the top. Give you guys a little fun fact about Magma. From Australia, he started playing in Fortnite Season 2. Favorite aspect of Creative Mode is actually speedrunning. He finds new ways.
I mean, good on him, man. I get incredibly frustrated by that, but then watching these guys do the speed runs and how quickly they go through and how efficiently, it just reminds me why we're up here talking about it and watching them do this creative madness as Scissors cuts through the competition, goes straight up to delay and right back down, Cuddle through, not quite able to get him. It goes up again, so right now just designs the Cuddle through the points, but we talked about how we wanted to see more from them right now.
Yes, the Cuddle crew, come on, make a big appearance. You at the very least want to be up in that top 4 contestant so that you can take a little bit more home with you. Here it is, Ninja disengages. The win of this set, so they really need a massive comeback here. But Savenos is showing why he's here with 13 eliminations already, and bye-bye, falls down. Lucky for him, no fall damage.
Yeah, it does reset, and that might be one of those moments where you opt for deny, and in fact, he does saying, hey, I'm at 5 HP anyway. I'll see you in a bit. I gotta respawn.
Smart play for him. Sunshine Soldiers having a spot to themselves as well right now. Not quite sure who they pushed out here, but they get close to flying overhead. And Gotaga, they're doing so good at holding the point here, and this is why they're in the #1 lead. They don't have too much cushion to play with.
No, particularly when 12 points per second on that central point. B is open. Checking the position. No shots coming through. And RT actually using the door edit and just a little counter edit. Maybe Nova is able to come up and contest him. She starts raining shots. Goes a little bit further. Making their lives difficult this game, but up comes Ninja. Goes down Chappie. Goes down Ninja, gets the slam. Gotaga will he be able to find the last hit? Ninja backs away and strafes it out. Teammate picks that one up, and they get control.
Yeah, I love how he played that stepping and sidestepping so that he can just stay alive, because it doesn't matter if your team successfully wipes a point. You don't have your captain there to seal the deal for the points afterwards, and you can't earn anything from it. Here comes Gotaga. He's thrown himself into the fire, straight into the point there. He gets taken out. Here it is. Tomaya's team has fallen to last place. Can they make a miraculous comeback here before the 7-minute mark? Maybe get themselves in the running. They're trying their hardest.
Generally, we talk about massacres as it might be like player jinxes going on right now. Yeah, we're doing well. We're going to stick to our game plan.
These guys are evolving, and they're playing a better game after game. Here goes Scissors. He needs one more swipe there, but Clytax wins the small engagement.
And Clytax has been fragging out. He's been playing so incredibly well, being aggressive, getting in players' faces, and doing it all with that rare attack. But he's been consistently highest up there in terms of the elim. You see Porto trying to get some pressure down, but good defensive building there from Kororo. Ryan Frantic comes up the side and cleans it up, but there is Hand of Blood coming directly down. Daniel, we got a three-way battle, but it's 4 chickens saying, this is our roost, get out.
That's right. Right up to own it all for themselves. Rubius doing so good right now. He's from Spain. He's actually on the record. YouTube for live streaming, 1.1 million viewers, imagine.
Yes, one of the biggest content creators in Spain. Will they be able to push down towards the middle? As you can see, Little Whip and Lava Record Company already down there. We've seen this story before as the Funky Fresh Fighters go in, but you can barely even hear the shots over the impulse grenades going off as everyone's like, no, we've seen how this goes.
The Funky Fighters need this. The Llama Record Company need this. So many of these guys, it's riding on this game right here. They have to get as many points as possible.
But even with the 12-point one, we haven't seen a lead like this from Gotaga and crew. They are nearly 300 points clear of the next team. Nobody else is testing there. The Cuddle Crew has not been able to test, but they've both just established control in their top team. And Cuddle Crew pass Raven's Revenge. 3 points. They're in a fantastic spot to win this match.
Yeah, they've actually been very consistent as well, right? They've been doing okay in that top 4, just doing a pretty good job at staying relevant after all of these rounds. So if Gotaga's team takes this, we actually don't know who can take the set right now. It's actually that close right here. Little Whip Warriors have kind of fallen down a bit here, but Funky Fighters clearly in last place is not good.
And now, right now, you can see Tomoya coming in and everything as best he can, and Lachlan is just hanging out inside the cone.
Lachlan's doing a great job here. He's just kind of hiding, loving the low profile kind of position and take Here, because we're in New York City, you know, you got to make pizza references. That's how we're doing it. Here comes Gotaga kind of hopping on overhead. And all right, he wants more points. He's hungry for it.
It's unfortunate they're just clipping off the side as Magma goes down, sitting on 23 eliminations right now. And Gotaga doing his best to find where they want to go up, waiting for his team, but knowing that time is running short since that middle hill is still open and being constantly contested. But the Cuddle Crew are catching up with their steady three-point game. But now Gotaga goes up right around the back, able to pick up the Elim, and control is rested.
This is scary because the Cuddle Crew is also getting points right now. So yes, they're getting a lead, but the Cuddle Crew is keeping up, keeping it very close. They're keeping it very close.
This is what we were talking about. We wanted to see a strategy come out, something defensive where you can get your control. They have now walled them off on each side, thrown a cone on top of them, and they have firing angles towards the other two platforms and towards the spawns behind them. Nobody wants to go contest them, but right now, Gotaga, oh, we saw what happened when Scissors did that. Don't count your... This nail-biter yet edge out the Cuddle Crew in two teams who we said we wanted to see more. They brought more.
Are you kidding me? The Fish fam step up and shut it down. Just the fact they stepped on the point, they couldn't earn points and they lost the lead. They were just a tick ahead. That could have been their game.
I mean, it's just, check out the replay. You can see the counter in the top right, but the Fish fam going up and challenging on the other side. You can see them popping up there. No one was at the Ravens' Revenge as soon as they were there, and the celebration too. You have to be excited when you see that victory royale screen pop off when you're up there. I mean, what's it like to win a game on that stage? I have no idea what you guys do, though.
We you know, at some point before the day's over, we really got to recap the other point of view there, because they had it. They were one tick ahead. They were there, knocking on the door, 55,000 away from bonus prize on top of this entire competition. It was.
This is why I love Sky Station Showdown. The clutch little moments, the interactions that happen, very similar to Battle Royale, where every single thing that is happening affects the overall end result of the game. As you see there in Ravens' Revenge, closing it out. Gotaga, the competitive veteran, able to clutch it up in the final moments. Magma, Artier, and Chappie as well. Just a great performance out of them, taking the top spot in the final match of the first set.
Now I get to say, I was right the whole time. I started off with, Ravens' Revenge, kind of making me feel like, hey, these are my guys. Let's go with your gut, guys, all right? Ravens' Revenge, that's who I said when I started this whole thing. Told you.
He's not wrong. They were able to take it there, but we're going to throw it up top to an interview with Ravens' Revenge with Zeke. Zeke, you there, buddy?
I am here, Sun. Thank you so much. Fun fact, Monster did in fact say Ravens' Revenge would win. I've got your back, Monster. I am here. You guys got your revenge. I gotta ask, first question to you, Gotaga. How does it feel to be here in the stadium, the fans, the roar, and to be facing off against your peers? Was it what you expected?
Honestly, it's crazy, and I have a really strong team. We are learning a lot from our mistakes. I'm so glad to be here, to be honest. But I don't know how to describe it. Like,
It's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy being here. I'm right there with you. All right, so now who's the overall shot caller? Is it Gotaga? Is it you? Who is it?
Kind of all four of us. We were playing too afraid at first, so we just had to just go in there and just kill him as fast as we could, and then spawn trap. That was our
Okay, what's the strategy like? Are you guys, you know, talking through at the beginning? Are you guys waiting for someone else to make a move? Or are you guys like, no, we're going in hard?
Yeah, we're trying to, you know, really pressure Ninja's team. You know, we're trying to put pressure on that green point. And yeah, we were able to control it over them. They ended up wussing off over to the center. And yeah, we were able to play our game and play what we wanted.
Awesome. All right, final question. What do you want to say to all the fans that are here watching, cheering you guys on, and from home?
I don't know, it's just incredible. I'm happy that so many people are here. I don't know, just enjoying the show. It's amazing, honestly.
Well, congratulations, guys. Now, I believe for now, we're going to send it over to Golden Boy, who is standing by.
Going on there, and now what we're doing right now, hanging out as they walk back over, just brilliantly done there from RTA, Magma, Chappie, Gotaga. The teamwork from them was just on point. You talked about it, all four strong players from Gotaga, and they're happy with the final result, and that puts them immediately into contention because it's cumulative prize point to find out who will take that first Silver Llama and kind of get a leg up for the rest of the creative final.
I just want to touch on something that was kind of interesting. He called Ninja's capture point the green point. These guys are like that focused here. He's like, okay, we know who's kind of farming which one. They're shutting players down, shutting down their competition so that they can take these sets.
Well, that's the next step, right? As soon as you're immediately in there, and that's the big part for SkyStation and IE, is you have the ability to see where the other opponents are in relation to you for score. So if you want to go and try and make somebody's life difficult, you might not be maximizing your skills, but you effectively help them achieve the most by just denying the other guys and being like, hey, you don't get to play this. And occasionally, if you put enough pressure on them, maybe they default to rotating the other way. Maybe they go somewhere longer. Maybe they have to wait and only push this forward. All of those are advantages you can get by just putting pressure on another team. And there's so many different layers, and I think with the remix for this, it's going to get even more exciting.
Yeah, don't forget, guys, here and at home, there's a remix version. We have some nice twisted surprise that we will see unfold. That was just our first iteration of this round, and honestly, it was a great set. This leaves us with a question to Funky Fighters. Amazing. Great, you get big prize bonus for that. You win game 2. Where they went, their average might have really been anchored down.
Yeah, that ends up being really, really, really harmful, but luckily there, if you're in the 4th to 8th range, there's no additional, I don't want to say penalty, because they're all getting $10,000 for the match in of itself. So there's no additional gain after that fact. You're still able to stay par. So 4th would have been just as bad, but 8th, you're kind of looking like, oh, that'll really bring down the average. It's not.
You know what? Yeah, this wasn't even their strong suit, right? He did a death run at some point as when he recruited his people for this creative challenge. So for him to take what might be one of our, you know, toe-to-toe PvP sessions. That's actually crazy. And here's the team standings, Sundown.
Yeah, look at the final team standings. So Llama, Record Code do just get edged out by $1,500 there. The Funky Fighters, you can see on the right-hand side, have been awarded that silver. Llama rounding it out, you have Raven's Revenge in the top 3, Cuddle Crew and Little Whip Warriors both at 55, sitting in 4th and 5th. Fish Fam, Sunshine Soldiers, I almost got that one, 6 and 7, and then 8 there are the Chicken Champions, but this is set 1 of 4. There's still tons of creative games to be going on. I mean, it's been so good, and like we talked about earlier, we have a never-before-seen map and game mode for you guys. Now, I know we released Prop Hunt. It's something that's kind of similar to that. How many of you guys have played Red Light Green Light at some point in time, right? You've been there, you've done it. I know, whether it might have been a little while ago. Junkyard Juke is a Red Light Green Light Prop Hunt version where you will have 2 teams sitting up as guards, 6 teams running. It will rotate through every single one of the rounds, and here you can see how to win. You have to dodge those guards, sprint into the center, and incinerate yourself in order to get those points. 4 rounds per match, Monster. And how do they start?
Yeah, but also, before we get there, you only get to be guard once. And while you're guard, you do not accumulate points. But yes, the points come in through the props themselves. So when you are on the prop side, you want to choose small, medium, or large objects and try and get it to the incinerator under the guard tower. So it's actually really difficult. Like you said, it's a hybrid. It's a red light, green light, slash prop hunt style. This is a pretty tough game mode. We played a fair amount of it. I got my hands on it. This is actually a lot harder than it kind of sounds.
So it's something that is just completely different. I don't know how many of you guys have played Prop Hunt. Definitely check it out. It's on the Creative Islands. It's a lot of fun, but this brings an additional aspect to it. The guards are able to have the denial. You're able to plan routes out, and you can have strategies, right? So, hey, maybe I want to run all big props the whole time.
Don't give it away. Don't give it away.
There's tons of different things. Let's check out the format and see what these guys, how they're going to go through, what the map looks like, and really get an idea of how the game is played.
Get ready for more creative Fortnite with the latest competitive creative map, Junkyard Juke. This new game built off the fun of Prop Hunt with a twist. 8 teams will rotate through different roles on the map. Transform into props and attempt to make it into the side of the map, while 2 teams of guards try to keep them away. Teams will rotate their roles over the course of 4 rounds. Each team has 1 map. Their objective is to from the other team, armed only with revolvers and their keen attention to detail. During each round, teams of props will earn points by reaching the incinerator in the central pit. The bigger the prop, the more points. But be careful. The bigger the prop. To keep themselves eliminated, prop teams need to time their movements very carefully. Every few seconds, the guard team will be blinded for a short time, and the center point turns green, giving the props a chance to run for the hills. Or rather, once a prop reaches the if a player is eliminated, they only respawn at their home and start the trek all over again. After 4 rounds, each team's points from their prop rounds will be combined, and the team with the most points wins the game. So keep an eye out for those moving bushes, break.
exactly. You want things that don't stick out, or you want to find a path for an object that you can take all the time. So you notice how there's a section where there's like 4 or 5 rusted cars. Grab a rusted car and go park yourself with those, because yes, the guy knows, oh, there's a bunch of rusted cars there. The screen goes back up, oh, there's still a bunch of rusted cars there. I'm good. Next thing you know, the prop walks his way up. You can also, as you're running, walk rotation. So if you hit your crouch button, whatever you had that bound to, whether you're playing on controller, iPad, PC, all of them end up completely stopping, so it will set you totally naturally, just like what you would see.
And this is also those moments, right, when you're in the guard, oh, someone spotted there, popped him. Tomoya, nice job seeing something out of the ordinary, but notice, he gets an elimination on the object. You don't earn points for that. So it's just your job to stop everyone from getting any kind of points so don't break away with the lead. When you're in the guard tower, you can't allow the people to score, and you're not scoring.
Which can end up being very interesting if the team in the lead, which generally happens because you have 3 chances to score, is shooting last round. Right? Because then it's all about how good are your pressure. And one other thing you can see, starting to fire through the screens, very well done for them, picking up an elim there. But right now, Puddle Group already wresting the lead away. All 3 of them sitting there at 60, but they're 5-point processes, and it goes through as 2 more dumpsters throw themselves into the fray.
And that's because the Funky Fighters cannot earn points here in the guard round. The Sunshine Soldiers using this opportunity once again to just break away even closer to the lead. Chicken Champions.
I love that from Pytax. Right away, hides himself behind the box, and you see his hands. He's like, please, please, make sure it's not there. And then, boom, gets the point, gets a nice little selfie going in. And you can see all of them getting sorted there. Another way, I'm all about the min-maxing. Point your camera towards the end. You go just a little bit faster.
Sundown pulling off the straps here. The question is, can our competitors figure it out fast enough with their limited amount of games here? But 20 seconds on the clock. Can we get this in time? Remember, you gotta grab the dumpster, drop the dumpster, and get it processed. That was perfect.
That was so good by Stuart000 because he dodged the little springboard there. You saw him look at it and be like, oh, no, I'm good. And that was the last run. None of these props are going to be able to get sorted. Lockman gets picked out at the end. You can see 3, 2, 1, but not going to be enough. You need to get all the way through and sorted on the point as the rest of the denial comes through, and we're going to rotate the guards up again.
Yes, so we will have some new guards take their place. This is honestly Chicken Champion's opportunity to start scoring some points and hopefully close up the gap here. The Sunshine Soldiers are now at the bottom layer of the guard tower, and the Fish Fam are at the top. So it is time to
my eyes are on the Funky Fighters right now. They are
doing great.
They're very close, and on top of that, they're the team with the Silver Llama. Yep. As we talked about, they are so incredibly close, doing everything they can to push towards the top. And you can see they got a lot of ease in the round where they were playing defense. So not enough scoring going past them, only 35 points off the pace. But what I'm shocked about right now is there is nobody running 2-point props at all. 0.
Tomoya is a genius. He was already spotted out for the statue. He kind of hit over to the side and said, you know what, I kind of got to wait here. I can't park this statue on the open. He's going to be hunting for me. That's exactly what he does. Kind of sits it over on the side there, and that's how you... So they're actually playing very, very smart here, and that's why they've been doing so good at these competitions.
I think the guards need to be slightly more aggressive. There's is unlimited ammunition. You can't run out. Oh. If you think something is suspicious, or if you just want to take a shot at it, shoot your shot. Yeah. What's the worst case that happens? You miss. There's no accuracy stats going on there. If something looks suspicious, don't let it through. You're the guards, and you want to deny as much as possible. And again, every match is important. $55,000 for the winning team. You want that, and that will lead into the Llamas as well. You don't want to end up in that 4th to 8th spot. You want to push past your competitors as we see a whole mess of air conditioners going in there. The water heaters in. It was fantastic for Ravens Revenge, and Llama Record Color also climbing their way up the leaderboard, 110 points so far.
Great job for the Llama Record Company. Alex JJ, Carnifex, Venos, and Hand of Blood. This team is doing great right here as they seemingly inch their way to the top somehow, overtaking the Cuddle Crew, which, by the way, Blackland's team has been showing up here. It's good to see them, catch a little bit of domination here with Junkyard Juke.
Well, like we said, the creative finals is all about celebrating the different types of creative skills. There's different ways to express that. We have the World Run Wave there. We saw Sky Station Showdown, which shows off building and team tactics. And right now, Prop Hunt is all about min-maxing efficiency, working together, and hitting your shots.
Yeah, absolutely, because when you're in that guard tower, you don't have opportunity to miss. You let them score, they're going to... Ninja.